Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Devasia Mentality plays Sonic the Hedgehog 3 with Marble Garden Zone. From what I understand, this level, this zone, actually does have a good number of hidden special rings in it. I don't know where all of them are, honestly. It's been such a long time since I played this one thoroughly, and this is a very vertically inclined stage. Vertically inclined, he says. We go down a vertical incline. So, yeah. There's a lot of places to explore in in this zone, so if you're good at exploring and you have the option to, go ahead. You might find something interesting. Like another special stage ring. Although I'm more inclined, I'm more apt to go doing a lot of exploring with Tails and Knuckles rather than with Sonic. Like even partnered with Tails, it's not something that I would do because, well, it's still kind of difficult to get around with the whole Tails flight mechanic, because you have to do a double jump and get Tails to actually... Oh, hello, Bubbles. I remember you from my brief time with Sonic the Hedgehog 4. You were kind of worthless then. Yeah, but here, you're an actual annoyance. I don't like you. Not a significant enough annoyance like with the Metropolis Zone Trinity. But, yeah, Bubbles. I don't like him. At least that's what they're called. I don't know what the heck I'm doing here. I think I'm trying to look for, you know, some of the secret stuff that I was talking about and just not finding any of it. It's like, even with Tails' help, there's only so much that I can find. Like, this is something, you know, some more ring boxes. But, I want to find a special stage. Because I'm only one emerald away from being able to turn into Super Sonic again. After that stupid knucklehead. Shut up! Stole all of my gems at the very beginning of the game. It's just like, what the frick? How does one Echidna have the strength to knock Super Sonic out and take his gems? And how come he's never done any of that since? Like, if he's strong enough to knock out Super Sonic, why doesn't he just punch Sonic in the head and just completely down him like that? Instead of trying to activate all these silly traps that you have all over the place. It's like, I'm not giving up until I have back what you took from me, and that Dr. Robotnik that you're helping is stopped. Also, this is a very weird Badnik design. It's a Badnik that shoots energy balls at you, but it has a spike palette on top of it that's made of rubber. It's bouncy. I don't get that. Like, wouldn't it be more deadly to... Okay, sorry, I'm probably gonna have to edit that out. But, wouldn't it just be smarter to have a Badnik who, instead of jumping on top of his spikes, the spikes were actually real and could hurt you? Granted, again, it's just like, why don't you make a flying machine gun badnik that can just slay Sonic on the spot? That would be the smart thing. And you're not doing the smart thing. Granted, if he was doing the smart thing, this game probably wouldn't be any fun. Oh, bollocks. Flubbed up another one. Oh, well, I still have plenty of opportunities around here somewhere. Gosh darn it. Okay. Good job, Tails. I need your help. I need to go somewhere. Stop running into that spring for a moment so that I can get your help. Come on. Fly with me. No, wait. Stupid spring. Oh, come on. Stop running into that spring and give me a hand. Up, up, up. Oh. Well, there's nothing up there. Well, stop doing this. Lay down. Yeah, Sonic abusing his privileges. Anything up here? No. And stop wasting my time by taking me up there, Tails. You're the one who's directing me to go there, Sonic. Extra life, that's better than nothing, but is there really nothing else up here? Yeah. Alright, put me down. I'll go places. Alright. Going down! Getting on the spinning top. Running around and speed of sound. Trying to remember the lyrics from the OC remix version of this song. And the animatic that was associated with it. Tails! That was your fault! Yeah, Sonic 3 had some pretty good music too. I don't know which tracks. No, I'm not even gonna pretend I know which tracks were made by which composers, because I don't frickin' know. Although I do know that there were some tracks in this game that come under some scrutiny because of the implication that this was a game that has never been confirmed whether or not he actually worked on any of them. But it's just like, come on, there's a certain air to a lot of these music titles that sort of tells us that, yeah, Michael Jackson did work on this game with some of the music. And as such, some of the songs in this game kind of come under a bit of scrutiny. Not just because of the Michael Jackson thing, but because I think at least one major level theme in this game, I think, there might be more than one, but some of the music in this game is actually not stuff that Sega themselves hold the copyrights for entirely. And that's why re-releasing Sonic the Hedgehog 3 is conundrumous at the very, I guess is the best way to say it. Also, that's a very trippy bonus stage, not one of the most trippy things that you can do. Also, I feel like I should... I've been meaning to this... I should have addressed this from the beginning. Yeah, this game introduces Act 1 mini-bosses. You know, there's always the Act 2 bosses like there were in Sonic the Hedgehog 2. But this one actually has a mini-boss before you can complete the first act of a given zone. So that's new and interesting. Not particularly challenging, but then again, what is when it comes to Dr. Robotnik? Why don't you speak to me? Yeah, I'm starting to remember some of the lyrics now. Oh, was that Robotnik? I couldn't tell. Looked like an annoyance, whatever it was. Ugh, excuse me. But yeah, some of the music tracks from the ones that are the most troubling, I think, are for Carnival Night, Ice Cap Zone, and Launch Base Zone. And incidentally, there was some music that you heard on the PC Sonic & Knuckles collection for those specific zones that was completely different from in the final Genesis game. Here's another bonus stage, Gumball Machine, which would be a lot more interesting if I had actually stayed in there and tried to get other things from the Gumball dispenser, but no. I decided, no, I want to go try something else. Or just forget about it. Crunch. Yeah, it just seems to me in most situations regarding those stupid rubber spike badniks that you're more likely to destroy them sooner than get caught by one of their projectile attacks, or just bounce off the top of them before you even realize that they're a badnik rather than an actual spring. Yeah, I'm trying to actually take advantage of Tails' capability, but with the fire shield on, I'm always dashing forward instead of grabbing onto his hands. Come on, take me. Take me up, boy. I want to know if there's anything here. What? There is something here, down here. Alright, let's try this again. Yeah, usually I'm so good at these special stages that I can practically do them in zombie mode. Like, I'm so used to doing these particular special stages that, you know, I can tell when they're about to speed up. I know where all the blue spheres are in relation to everything. I know where to make turns. I know how to be efficient with my turns. Heck, I can do a perfect on basically all the special stages in this game. I'm not going to for this playthrough because it's a waste of time. And I just want to get on with it. Believe me, I was tempted. I did actually want to try to make perfects on every single stage just to show off, but I just told myself, you know what, no, get on with it, don't waste time, this is a Sonic game, that's not what people want to see. And there we go. That's all the Chaos Emeralds out of the way. So, and you know, that's another thing. Anytime that we find another special stage ring entrance after we've collected all the Chaos Emeralds, those now turn into a quick 50 rings that you can collect by jumping into them. So, yeah. That's another, you know, even if you're done collecting the Chaos Emeralds, you can still look for those things and still get a sweet bonus out of them. That's another thing that I love about Sonic 3 and Knuckles. Over Sonic the Hedgehog 2. Screw you, Bubbles. Hey, your grasshopper friends. Ow. Okay. That was a bit. That was a bit of a trick there, you know. Ah. Here's another thing. Like in the original version of Sonic 3 and Sonic and Knuckles, it would just give Super Sonic the, you know, invincibility theme rather than a specified Super Sonic theme. But that was another thing that if you looked in the sound test in, like, the PC Sonic and Knuckles collection, there was this tune that sort of stood out that was never used at any point anywhere in the game. You can opt to turn that tune into the Super Sonic theme. And that's what I've done. To make things interesting. As for what I was saying earlier about the 3 levels with the music problems, those also were changed in the PC release to be some other tunes that fit the stage in their own way, but given the sort of MIDI composition of those musical pieces, it's kind of not good. I thought they were okay, but that's another good thing about Sonic 3 Angel Island Revisited is that you can now change out those themes. Although, that's another thing that was discovered is that those themes that were in the PC version are actually from a prototype. Like these, like the themes that were replaced, that we thought were just being replaced by some generic nonsense that came out of nowhere. No, they came from an early prototype of Sonic the Hedgehog 3. And with Genesis Instruments, they sound a lot better. And in Sonic 3 A.I.R, you can trade out those themes for the original themes for those themes selectively per act of any given stage. Now, for the sake of this playthrough, I have only changed one zone. Okay. But you can change it for any act of any zone if you know which one they are and get the benefit of one of either the original soundtrack or the prototype soundtrack at your own discretion, which is another just good thing about having Sonic 3 Angel Island Revisited. And this was a neat thing that I was kind of worried about the first time I played the game. It's just like, I gotta defeat him before he actually comes down, but no. The whole point of the boss is actually to start fighting him in the air while holding on to Tails. So, that's cool. That's a really unique boss concept. And from there, we move on from the Marble Gardens to Carnival Night Zone. Yep, this is the zone where I actually ended up changing the music. Why did I pause the game? Okay, also, why did I not edit that out? That was weird. But yeah, I changed the music for Carnival Night Zone because, quite frankly, it was the one tune from the original game that I didn't care for. Like, my feelings on the prototype / PC music versus the final music for the Genesis version are as follows. I don't like the original version of Carnival Night. This is kind of okay and not that bad, but I just did not like the original Carnival Night tracks that were in the final game. Ice Cap Zone, love the original version. It's one of my favorite tunes from this game. And when I figured out what tune it was actually based on, was it Hard Times by the Jetsons, I found something else that I actually liked. Not that it matters if I'm gonna be listening to the Supersonic tune. It's just like, who the heck? Why the heck would Eggman design it to put those springs in such close proximity to themselves in every single game? It was like tormenting Sonic doing that. Like, go up. But, yeah, I favor the original version of Ice Cap over the prototype. I favor the prototype version of of Carnival Night over the Genesis version, and I have genuinely no preference for Launch Base Zone, because I just, neither track really irks or makes me feel anything positive. Like, I just don't feel one way or the other about any version, so I left Ice Cap and Launch Bases alone. But, Carnival Night, yeah, I'm not listening to the original version, like that obnoxious. They're just like, no, please. A lot of places to go in these Carnival. Of course, you know, it's just another case of you can probably expect that Dr. Robotnik built this sort of city like he did in the previous games. It's just like, where did Spring Yard come from? Robotnik probably made it. Where did Casino Night Zone come from? Probably built by Robotnik. Carnival Night Zone? Probably built by Robotnik. But he built it on this island that he's stranded on, trying to power up his Death Egg, and yet he's wasting resources building this big carnival base. Unless we're to be made aware that this actually was on the island before Eggman got here. I don't know. Also, this is a weird boss, and I remember hating it the first time I played this, because what you have to do is you have to get that thing that it launches off the bottom of itself to hit itself. But only once the thing is exposed and electrified. So it's kind of awkward. But that's that said and done, and that'll be the end of this part. So with that all out of the way, thank you for watching. As always, there will be links to my various social media outlets in the description below, as well as my coffee page if you want to follow up on that. This is the Devasia Mentality out.